Are there any catches? If you can even just look at the subheads, these subheads map out the entire journey that the reader goes through, and it overcomes the objections before they arise. Are there any catches? There are two. I love it. It's just complete pull style selling. Are there any catches? Yeah, there's two to this, and you've got to be willing to jump through the hoop if you want to get what we have to offer. I love it. And people love that level of candor. Candor is a magnetic conversion tool that so many advertisers are unaware of and are not capable of putting to work. Candor is massive.
Hmm.
If you can let people know that, like, hey, it's not all rainbows and lollipops, there's a reality to this stuff, people would just trust you so much more. There's so many layers to this ad. There's so many levels of things that we can talk about.
In terms of the catches, one, you must be willing to let us do it. And of course, that's a really big deal.
Yeah.
And it's framed as a catch. Maybe there is a slippery way they're going to weasel out of the guarantee as far as the catch, or there's some fee that I'm going to have to pay. Well, the catch is that you're going to have to let them run the ad that they want to run.
Yeah.
And that's actually a a big deal for agencies because I can't tell you how many times I've created marketing campaigns for a subscription business and then they meddled with the copy and
Yeah.
then it ain't my copy anymore. It's some other hybrid,
And then if it doesn't work, you get the blame, right?
of course.
Yeah.
Whereas they're like, hey, if an ad isn't ours, if the copy has been rewritten or the layout redesigned, we can't guarantee its success. And they are getting client compliance in the first column of the ad. And then the second catch is actually a takeaway. You must need better advertising. We're not even 25% away through this ad. And now we've completely flipped the sale into now the client has to sell us on why we would accept them as a client. And so of course we got to make sure that there actually is room for improvement. And so we're going to take a look at your ads. And if we don't think that we can improve upon it, then we're not going to accept you as a client. I think that's a brilliant positioning.
This is something that really is the hallmark of a Gary Bencivenga advertisement, and that is he's not just selling you a product or a service or a solution. He's selling you on him, whoever the him might be. It might be the guru, it might be the expert or whatever. But if you read this ad, one of the things, that you will take away from this is that these guys have a high moral code. They are honorable, they are ethical, they're a high integrity company. And that's something that Ben Savenga does all the time, even in his magalogs. Every time he's presenting himself or an expert, he goes through a lot of effort to not just sell you the product, not just sell you the service, not just sell you the solution, but to really make you feel like the person you are buying from is someone who is honest, someone who is ethical, someone who has, morals and is a very, very trustworthy and ethical person to work with. And I think that is, another just one of the many layers of magnificence in this ad and all of Ben Savenga's ads.